0-0.
You heard the call from the referee here. First game between Shorty Ruiz and Samson Hernandez. Men's semifinals, big ball singles at the WPH Race for 8 in Tucson, Arizona. Dave Vincent alongside brother of Shorty, Ricky. Welcome to the booth, Ricky.
How you doing? What's
Side
up?
out.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, and you are in the finals. You'll be facing
0-7-0.
one of these guys. Normally, you don't have the bottom seed sitting there rested, icing their knees and all the joints while watching the person that they'll play that's in the upper bracket. Usually the #1 seed gets that little moment of rest.
Side out.
But here you have the opportunity to kind of scope out these guys on a 4-wall court. Would you say that your brother is the favorite here, Ricky?
No, I think it's a pretty even match. No one's favored. I think Samson should be favored, I guess, because he's the #1 seed. But I mean, it's a pretty even match. It could go either way.
I based that on just the performance that Samson had in doubles today, where he lost and didn't play very good handball here today in the doubles court. Although it looked like the beast was there for a few 8-0 run that you had at the beginning of that doubles match.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing, but just gotta get through it and focus on the next one.
Well, that's certainly what he's trying to do here. Is your brother Shorty going up against your doubles partner and longtime friend Samson Hernandez. Of course, you always stay with family here, but is it you a little torn when you see that your own doubles partner and a guy that you respect like Samson is playing your own brother?
No, because I mean, you know, in the court, you know, we're all we're nothing to each other, you know. In the court, we're there to beat the hell out of each other. So whoever wins wins. So when you see someone play against each other, you know, no matter who wins. To me, all that matters is if I win. So I don't really care who wins now.
Well, that's a good way of looking at it.
2-2.
We're all together at 2. 2 games to 15. Breaker played to 11.
2-2.
Sounds like Juan Santos is our referee here.
Point.
And a swing and miss from Shorty.
3-2. Point.
And that's where Samson is so dangerous. We've seen him do that so many times.
4-2.
Ricky, that serve and that quick pounce right into the corner where he does that first strike about as good as anybody. Do you think that the aggression gets to Samson sometimes because he tries to be too aggressive? I mean, that's sort of the
first time out.
The thing that the fans come to watch is that aggression from him. But sometimes, do you think it gets the better of him, where when he's down, he still tries to make those aggressive shots and he might hit him into the ground, but when he's up, he seems to be just so automatic with those jumping spikes and the slice shots and all that just fancy creative things that he does.
Yeah, well, I think so. But I mean, today was probably just one of those days that, you know, stuff just didn't go our way in the second half of the game. But I mean, I doubt that's gonna happen anytime soon. Or again, I don't think so. It was just, I guess it was just, I don't know, it was just something that I've never seen from him skip that many balls. But you know, it was both our mistakes that cost us the match. But I don't see him doing that ever again.
Well, we saw him at the U.S. Open with what I consider as one of the most dominating performances when he defeated Juan Santos there in the finals of the Big Ball 3-Wall Championship that you saw, and you sat courtside for when he defeated him 21-0 there in the second game. Just an unbelievable performance, really.
Yeah, it was a 21-0 1-hour match, 1-hour second game.
5-7-2.
Yeah, that's true. It was almost a 18-minute game until the 47-minute light failure on the show court at about 8 o'clock at night that pushed us over an hour long. It was an exciting match, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Point.
I don't think that Shorty even came into this court
7-2.
even considering that Samson was going to beat him.
Side out.
I mean, there might be moments of thoughts like, wow, I've got a tough
2-7-7.
guy to go through here, but I'm still going to win.
Yeah.
I think that philosophy is the reason why Shorty has been so successful in all forms of handball.
He's mentally focused at times. You don't really practice that much. You don't play. He plays probably like once a month. I think he's just very mentally strong in his game. Doesn't think anyone could beat him, but you know, You lose, you win, you win.
Hard ball.
For a guy that does not work out much, does not play handball at all, Shorty has to be one of the best I've ever seen.
7-32.
I think he almost puts himself at a disadvantage, but that's just sort of the lifestyle he lives.
Yeah.
8-2.
Now, earlier today, you played Juan Santos. You're in the finals.
Yeah.
And you defeated Juan 15-0 in the first game. Now, Juan is not a four-wall player,
Point.
but do you feel that that comes into any type of, discussion
9-2.
talking about how good a player is that is a traditional three-wall player coming inside for the first time in a tournament like
Side
this?
out.
Yeah. I mean, it could go either way. I mean, he could have got hot and cut off the balls. Like I remember a couple guys talking about a guy named Randy Marone is that used to.
I saw your good ball.
That ball looked good. What'd you think?
I think it hit the ground first. It came back too slow.
Yeah.
It would have, if it would have hit the front wall first, it would have been really fast back. That was something happened because that ball was cut down to about 15%.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Randy Moronis.
Yeah, he used to cut the balls off from the ceiling.
With a fist.
Yes.
Just strange stuff.
And Juan Santos has those nice hands. So it could have gone either way. But I think it does have some kind of effect on him that he hardly even plays much forward. But I mean, you're here to compete. You win and you lose. So it goes either way.
There's that beautiful corner kill from Samson Hernandez.
9-4.
You're talking about those cutting balls off and playing aggressive. Right now, your brother's doing the opposite of all that. Shorty looks all out of sorts right now.
Yeah, he
Ricky.
seems
like he's pressing it, trying to push things in that shouldn't happen. Just play the game and let the first opportunity arise. See how Samson has almost got like a game plan. I'm going to serve, I'm going to look for the corner, I'm going to go for it. If I miss it, I'm going to attack the next shot. Shorty's sort of just missing the ball.
Yes.
4-10.
Samson is very, it's hard to give him a pass shot, or something. He has those long arms he could extend in.
Side out.
Does he see that shot?
This is unbelievable. So I don't think those at home can really judge how great of a shot that last one was. Should be a timeout coming out here soon. I think Shorty's thinking about it.
11-4.
Shorty's tired. I can almost guarantee there will be a timeout called if and when that point takes place. There it is, and there's a timeout. Shorty throwing those goggles down. Frustrated, but really maybe should be frustrated at himself for his play here in the first half of this game. We're only, you won't believe this, but we're only 5 minutes into this and we've already scored 16 points. This might be one of the quickest games since your match versus Juan Santos earlier, and also we saw that Shorty Ruiz Sal Duenas match that was, they said back in the van, 7 minutes for the first game, which is just really unbelievable.
Yeah, big ball's a pretty fast game.
It can be fast, but it can also be slow. It all depends on what's going on there.
Yeah, it depends on the players.
Yeah, longer rallies and a lot of stop of play and that sort of thing. But here you're seeing that just pure point serve and point being scored now from Samson Hernandez, who wants that yellow jersey. How important is it, Ricky, to get that yellow jersey?
Well, it's important to me just to get a victory.
Time in.
This has been pretty disappointing on my part. So just getting the win,
I think for you a win is necessary here soon.
13-4.
At least in singles. Now in doubles, I think that victory with Mr. Oliver was probably, in my opinion, probably a sweet victory for you. Just one that you'll appreciate a little bit more because of what you had to do there to get it.
4-13.
But a singles victory probably is important.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some of
Side
the big
out.
ball players that have yellow jerseys for winning mixed pro doubles matches.
13-74.
I'm one of them.
I know, but you can proudly wear it though, and nobody really knows why. But
Side out.
I think if you got a singles
4-13.
win, it certainly would mean more. 4-13 is the score here. I know Rudy Cruz got a yellow jersey, and I think he was out at
Side
a
out.
park, and Sal Duena said to me, "Why is he wearing a yellow jersey? He didn't win anything."
13-74.
I said he was awarded a yellow jersey for winning the WPH Fab 4. You were in the top 4 of the rankings. At the end of the Cup Series, you get an automatic yellow jersey, and that is actually a feat in its own right. As you know, you chased the
14
cup as
plus
well
ball.
and
Game
missed it
point.
by a few points. And look at,
Hold on.
No, I missed it by a lot. It was a very disappointing Cup Series for me.
well, yeah, that was disappointing. But I
14
mean, it was a
game points
chase to
every
the end.
4.
You could have actually made it to the, I believe, the semis or the finals and made it into the Fab 4. But that's why Rudy has his, and it's well deserved.
Yeah, Rudy played very consistent in the
Side
4
out.
tournaments that he gets through.
Consistency is what it's about. You can say there's one-off matches
4-13-14.
to determine who's the best ever, but you and I both know it's all about how well you keep yourself in shape, how well you practice and perform on game day. And that's
Yeah.
what Rudy did. He had a constant Cup Series this year.
Yeah, Rudy's one of the.
Currently ranked number 3, I believe.
Yeah, Rudy played very consistent throughout the whole Cup Series.
Side
Made it to the
out.
finals, I believe, in one tournament, right?
Did very well.
Possible game point serving 4.
There it is. Game point serves 4. That's a big setup for Shorty, and he just puts it
Side
down in the
out.
corner. Now you're seeing these two trade side outs. Sampson probably would like to just
4-7-14.
get this one over with so he can rest a little bit.
I would want them to go tiebreaker 11-10, get as tired as they can.
You gotta get that crowd going.
Side out. Possible game point serving 4.
Now it's another game point for Sampson. How old is Shorty?
Oh, he's 25.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And you are?
23.
Okay. Nice little poke right there, but
Side out.
Sampson's unable to get it. Now another side out.
Gets frustrated when you can't get that
4-7-14.
final point of the first game, trying to get it over with.
Been a lot of handball for Shorty this weekend for a guy that doesn't work out.
Side out.
Played in the qualifiers on Thursday. He made it
Puzzle
into the
game
main
point
event on
74.
Friday. He played big ball on Friday night. There it is, 15th point
game.
finally from Samson Hernandez. For Ricky Ruiz, my name is
We
Dave
got 5
Vincent.
minutes.
Game 2 coming up in 5. We'll be around here at ratesforate.com. Stick with us.
do. Because he chose 1. And it was 2. It was 4. Second game, 0-0. Point. One serving 0. Call. Side out. Zero serving 1. Side out. 1 serving 0. Side out. 0 serving 1. One serving 1. Two serving 1. Three serving 1. Four serving 1. Five serving 1. Six serving 1. Side out. 1 serving 6. Two serving 6. Three serving 6. Four serving 6. Same score.
These guys are winning that national champion, that fall. Well, just talking, Ricky, about some of your travels in handball, I know that I was informed that you took a trip to New York City as a junior player and played against one of their top juniors at the time, Mike Schneider. According to him, you know, and I don't judge and I don't accuse, but he said that he beat you and your brother very easily, and your dad was just in shock.
Have you been to New York before?
I've been in New York when I was 16, but I played one wall with, I went with one of my brothers, not Shorty. I went with my other brother. We went, and I played one wall against Rookie Wright, small one. He just demolished me for $100 games. But we played 4-wall. It was, I believe,
4-7-6.
It was myself and I believe Alan Sanchez against Victor Lopierre and Mike Schneider, but it was not a money game, so it really doesn't matter. So.
Side out.
So that answer is yes, he did win.
Yes. But Ricky, here in this match, it really looks like your brother Shorty would be rather be anywhere but the handball court right now. It looks like he just doesn't have any energy or momentum.
What?
But how difficult is it, Ricky, when you play against a guy like Samson?
Side
You're
out.
already tired and you feel that intensity and just him charging after you. What does that do to you as a competitor?
You know what? He's very well conditioned. Samson's very, you know, he has a lot of stamina.
5, serving 6.
He's a hard hitter. He's a natural hard hitter. Hardly doesn't put any effort in his swing, and he swings very hard. And he puts a lot of pressure on you as a player, just trying to compete against.
Side out.
Now we know Samson, according to his dad at least, had not lost a 3-wall big ball game in 6 years up until 2 summers ago. I don't know if that's true, but does he ever lose in big ball 4-wall? Because I have not seen him lose or heard of him lose. I'm talking about singles.
Maybe games, but not. I've never seen him lose. I mean, we've never had any tournaments.
Okay.
We've only had, I guess, the one that they've gone to, I believe, last year.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
Now, Ricky, we're talking about as part of the WPH growth process as we expand our borders and we add events, we include more players, but talking about actually making big ball a staple at the race events, including it at virtually every event. And we have events in Denver, Houston, Juarez, Salt Lake City, a couple other places. But would that be something that you think you would be interested in, maybe the rest of the crew would be interested in doing, and traveling to these cities and playing in these events?
Oh, they will. They big ball. All the big ball people have. They've enjoyed what the WPH has done for us. You know, we've always had tournaments, but not tournaments like this where they've been organized, and you know, we had times. You know, local tournaments. You know, we have people show up at 1 trying to sign up, and they still let them.
Time in.
But I mean, all these tournaments that if you're trying to go anywhere, we'll show up. We'll be there.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. It shows how much you guys appreciate what the WPH does and how much you enjoy these events, because literally you guys all live within 15 miles of each other. You guys could do this at any time, but yet you all choose to come over 1,000 miles or maybe 600 miles to Tucson and play against each other. And you know, as you just stated, you'd be willing to go to Houston or a number of these other cities to do the same thing. I think it's great for the sport. See, Ricky, in case you haven't noticed, when I ask a question, I'm actually answering in the form of a question, so I really don't even give you much of a chance to say anything. That's how we do it
It
here.
starts off as a question, but it ends as you answering your own question with a hypothetical, rhetorical.
Makes it easier for everybody.
Well, not for the big guy.
Deep
Makes
down,
staring you down.
people really at home are finding out that Ricky's not even here.
Right.
We just have these very long questions, and then we answer the own question. Ricky's not even sitting here. He's out in the front.
If he could only get a seat out in the front, Dave.
Very hard to find one with this group. What I like about having the big ball players at the event is the 4-wall players have hung out in groves watching the big ball players play, and vice versa.
13, serving 5.
Has really made it interesting. That's something I didn't think I'd ever see.
Well, Dave Fink already committed to the Fresno tournament December 8th. And,
well, I haven't committed to that, but I am committing to a tournament this summer.
In big
I will
ball.
be getting surgery in the next couple of weeks, and I'll be out until Houston. Don't worry, I'll never miss a race stop ever for any reason.
5, serving 13.
Except for the threat of mass murder, which is a strong possibility at one of our upcoming stops.
That's actually an inside joke that I'm laughing at now, but
6,
deep down I'm
13.
crying, and I am currently underneath my bed at home.
Well, as
Reliving
viewers are
every
listening
second.
to this, you will be underneath your bed at home.
7, serving 13.
Now, Ricky, we talked a little bit about what makes small ball so much harder on your body than big ball. I don't know if you find that to be true. I know that you play both. And if you do find it to be true, why do you think it is?
8, serving 13.
Small ball is a lot tougher on your body, and just because of the training, I mean, you actually have to train with small ball to, you know, to develop, be a better player. With big ball, I mean, you can play here, and you don't really actually have to train as much. As long as you play, you know, you go to different areas, different players you play, you're gonna learn the game.
That's actually an interesting answer, because I tend to agree with that. I think you have to train, but in a different way in big ball. But You see Sampson giving all he has
Yeah.
here. He doesn't have to work this hard,
No.
Ricky, but I actually think that's an interesting answer because
9-13.
in small ball, because like you said, Dave, it's part of your answer earlier. It is such a technical game that you do have to play it a lot.
Well, if you just take a small ball tournament compared to a
10,
big ball
13,
tournament, the
13.
way your body feels the next day after playing a hard small ball event compared to playing big ball, it seems like you don't have any aches or pains the next day from big ball, but from small ball, it's hard to even get out of bed. Is there something about the technique of hitting the ball? Is it something about the way that you have to move your body and contort yourself? Is it possibly that
Side out.
the small ball is hopping away and into you and you have so many adjustments and you're hitting so many balls off balance? I don't really know.
13, 13, 10.
Well,
Actually-
it is tougher though. It's a faster game, and just playing. I mean, it's tough.
A terrible error there from Shorty.
Shorty is making a nice comeback, hustling,
match point,
and then he
13-10.
misses that shot there. Now it's match point.
Both guys look really tired right now.
Well, Sampson looked more tired than Shorty until the last couple shots and then gets that one, wins, and goes into the finals. And Sampson Hernandez will now face some schmuck by the name of, let me see if I can pronounce this, Ricardo Ruiz.
Oh. And Shorty will be jumping in the nearest ice bath where he'll be residing for the next 5 hours.
Well, the only ice that he'll be jumping into will be the one where the Coronas are stored.
Well, that counts as an ice bath.
He has to talk to his shadow about that first. But before that happens, we have Ricky tomorrow. Ricky, you're going to be in the finals against your longtime friend and handball partner there, Sampson Hernandez. Ricky, talk about that. That'll be tomorrow at 10 a.m. How, are you ever intimidated when you go up against this guy?
I'm never intimidated by any opponent. I mean, I just go in there and try to play my game. I mean, he's a tough opponent. I mean, I've never beat him in the tournament, so I mean, I just got to play my game and hopefully I come out with the victory. But I'm never scared of anybody or intimidated by anyone. It's just handball. They don't have a gun in my face.
That's true. That's a good way of looking at it. I actually have a gun with me here at the club, but
Yeah.
it's not in your face. We are going to take a break. It is Sampson Hernandez taking down Shorty Ruiz, and then now he's going to go after the next brother in the family, Ricky, who's made a name for himself, our broadcast partner for this match tomorrow at 10 a.m. Big Ball Singles Finals. Up next will be the Saturday Night Live big main event, as Sean Lenning will go up against a fierce competitor of Alan Garner. We'll have a nice 45, 50-minute break before that match comes to fruition here at the Tucson Racket Fitness Club. You stick around. More action for Dave Fink, Ricky Ruiz, and the rest of our crew, Linda Manning, Ben Grad. My name is Dave Vincent. Stay here at racefor8.com.
You'll wake up and get 2 sets. None of the